I shit do not. Let's talk about the time that yes me, got in a fist fight and won. Little storyline, this was about 3 or 4 years ago. It was because of my stupid boyfriend at the time. He was in choir with this said girl that I got in a fist fight with. This girl immediately starts problems with me. She adds me to her private story just to proceed to post like videos of my man. He's so funny. I was like, okay girl, what's up? I want to preface, I am not a fighter. I've never fought anyone since, and I don't think I ever will again. I'm not proud of it. I'm not. I had to be cordial with said girl because she was like kind of a part of my friend group, kind of not. She was like a floater. Like she was there, but not really. And we were planning a trip for spring break, and she was invited so that the Airbnb would be cheaper. Multiple things happened up until then, like her posting petty shit on her private story, whatever. I am super cordial with this girl. I start no problems until spring break starts. Night 1, we're playing Pong. I'm not playing with my boyfriend, I'm playing with another friend. And my boyfriend's sitting here on the couch and she's sitting here on the couch. They're not really close, but the Pong table's right here, so I'm right there. I want to preface, my beautiful boyfriend now would never do this to me. He is an angel sent from the gods above! Sorry. Anywho, while we're playing Pong, someone wants to sit on the couch. So she scoots closer to my boyfriend. Oh well, like yeah, give someone a spot on the couch. Well, have you ever met one of those girls that acts way drunker than they actually are? Like she had like a Smirnoff and was acting white girl wasted. Tell me why I look over and she accidentally falls face first into my boyfriend's lap. I was like, oh! But I say nothing because again, I'm trying to be cordial. 3 seconds later, tell me why the same thing happens. I look at her and I'm like, are you serious? And she said, are you insecure or something? I said, oh! So I said, maybe we should go in the other room and talk. I paused the Pong game and we go into the other room. She starts saying some smart shit to me like, I don't even know what the hell she said. It pissed me off. I threw a punch right into her face. I had no experience fighting. I've never fought anyone before. I don't think that that's what people should do. Like, we could just talk it out. Anyways, someone runs into the room because a picture frame falls off the wall. It's so fucking loud. In the middle of the party, bitch, get off me. In the color, rolling out my broccoli. Anyway, someone runs in there and splits us apart because she's crying and like holding her face. I don't even really think I punched her hard, but I call it a win because she never punched me back. I was forced by my boyfriend and the other friends to like fake makeup so that for the rest of the trip it would be cordial. So I did, but I still didn't like her. She was still on my radar. I don't know if she was scared of me. I'm not trying to sound like, oh, I'm so tough. She was scared of me. But I did not see her for the rest of the trip. We blocked each other after and never spoke again. I do think her friend follows me, and just so you know, I'm not doing this for drama. I'm just doing it for entertainment purposes. It's my life. I can tell my story. I am a grown adult. I don't need no drama. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. You're all beautiful and gorgeous and amazing. Mwah, I love you, and here's my fit. Slay. Have a great Friday.
Storytime on how I cut off my mother because she tried to make me take a pregnancy test in front of my father and siblings. This is not my story time while I make slime. It was sent in by a fan, and to be honest, it's crazy. I cannot tell you if the story is real or not. You already know the dealio. Get your money's worth and let it drain. I look like this because I'm filming a bedrot series on YouTube. Sorry for being so aggressive, but let's get into the story time. This woman's name is Noelle, and she's about 22 years old, and this situation happened when she was 19 years old. So Noelle and her boyfriend PJ had been seeing each other since they were 14. Her mother never approved of her seeing PJ whatsoever because she thought PJ was a terrible influence. But that didn't matter because PJ and Noelle literally lived across the street from each other. They went to the same school, they had the same after-school programs, so they were going to be in close proximity. They ended up dating because they practically grew up with each other, and Noelle's mother did not like this. Noelle's mother tried to make every excuse in the book known to man to get her to break up with PJ, but it never worked because PJ was actually a good person. So at this point, Noelle and PJ have been dating since they were 14, 15 years old, and Noelle and PJ are both over the ages of 18. So Noelle and PJ start to do grown folks' business. And when Noelle's mother finds out, she's extremely furious, even though they're grown and they don't even live with the mother anymore. She invites them over for a family dinner. After Noelle's mother finds out about this, she invites Noelle over for dinner. Noelle comes over because she has no idea her mother knows that she's indulging in grown folks' business, but Noelle stepped into a trap. Now, Noelle ended up drinking like a lot of water, and so she goes to the bathroom. And when she goes to the bathroom, her mom pulls up to the bathroom with her and hands her a pregnancy test. And then she calls not only the dad, And then she calls not only the siblings, but her dad. Everybody is confused why they're surrounding the bathroom. And the dad is like, I'm not gonna look at my daughter, like, use the bathroom. And Noelle was like, Mom, what are you doing? And she's like, take the test. I know you're like having, out of marriage. She's basically telling Noelle that I know that you're like having before marriage. And she's like, I don't want you to have a child out of wedlock. Take the test. Like, I found out, take the test. Now everyone is shocked because they're standing in front of the freaking bathroom door. I accidentally said bedroom, don't clock me. And their mother and wife is demanding her daughter to take a pregnancy test in front of everyone, right? And the reason why she did this was because she didn't want one of her daughters to like give Noelle their urine to take the test for them. She wanted to make sure, so she had the door wide open. She would not let Noelle close the door, and she was like, you need to take the test. This is instant snow. But Noelle is like shocked at this point because guess what? Noelle was pregnant, but she already knew she was pregnant, and she was planning to tell her family this because she thought it was going to be good news. Everyone is literally telling like Noelle's mom to chill. They're like, Mom, chill. The dad is like, you need to chill, like you're doing too much. And Noelle's mom could care freaking less. She's still going. She's like demanding Noelle to take the test. She's like she's literally slamming the test on the counter to make her take it. And at this point, Noelle just starts crying, and one of her siblings calls PJ. PJ immediately arrives, and he immediately like cuts through in front of everybody. And this is where PJ like stands up to the mom, and he's like, you're literally taking it too far. He slams the bathroom door, and all you can hear is like Noelle crying. So after that, Noelle's mother, she didn't stop there. You thought that would stop her? No, she didn't stop there. She was like, okay, if you're not going to take the test, get out of my house. She's cussing Noelle out through the bathroom door. So Noelle obviously gets her stuff together and she leaves. You're probably wondering, if Noelle and PJ do not live with Noelle's mother, how did she find out about them doing grown-up activities? Well, the day that Noelle was moving out, she left a plan B like in the trash can, and Noelle's mother seen it. So after Noelle and PJ leaves, you think that Noelle's mother would stop. No, she goes on Facebook, and she starts like just disrespecting Noelle and PJ on Facebook, calling her daughter calling her a whore, calling her yeah. So about a couple of days later, Noelle's dad calls her and basically tells her that he apologized for like her mother's actions. And this is where Noelle shares the good news that she's bringing a child into the world. And like Noelle's dad is so happy, but she's like, you cannot tell Mom. So Noelle and PJ ended up getting eloped, and they brought their beautiful baby girl into the world. Now, after they brought the baby girl into the world, obviously they posted pictures on like Instagram and Facebook. And when they posted those pictures, Noelle's mother seen it, and she immediately texted like Noelle. She was like, you had a baby and da-da-da-da, like, can I please see my granddaughter? Like, immediately switching up like she wasn't going absolutely insane 9 months prior. Mind you, that entire time, Noelle's mother did not contact her to say sorry. She did not apologize. And Noelle even tried reaching out to her, and she ignored her messages. If you're wondering why I'm rolling the slime around the table, it's to get like the little specks of like instant snow. Anyways, so Noelle's mother does a complete 360, and she's calling her. She's literally calling her like 4 times a day, like blowing up her phone, texting her, like tagging her on Facebook, all that. So Noelle finally confronts her mother, and she's like, look, you will not be seeing my granddaughter. You will not be meeting her. I actually want to hear nothing from you. You disrespected me and PJ from the moment that we got together, and you literally disrespected me 9 months prior about how I would be bringing a child into the world out of wedlock, and they would instantly be going to HE double hockey sticks. So the mom's like, why are you doing this to me? You're torturing me. Like, why? Like, I just want to be a part of my granddaughter's life. But like, girl, no, you didn't. Yeah. Do y'all think she's the a-hole? Me personally, I don't. I'm breathing hard, y'all, because this is a workout. But bye.
Hey guys, finished getting ready with me while I tell you guys a story about my first fight. It wasn't really a fight, but it's my only thing that, okay, I'm not peleonera. I don't condone it. I don't think it's cute. Like, it's not. It's ratchet. It's ugly. But I will always say, I will defend myself. If you put hands on me first, I'm putting hands on you back, bitch. Okay, so little backstory. So I had this best friend, right? Not gonna say her name. we're gonna call her Buttercup. So I had this best friend, right? And I stopped being, okay, so I had her in my quince, right? And in one of my quince practice, sorry. I'm 18, by the way. I just want to say this was when I was, this was when I was sophomore. So I had a quince, right? And I had this friend, best friend. She was my best friend named Buttercup. And so one day she came to my practice. We had quince practice, and she asked me if she could bring her friend because her friend had stayed over. And I was like, yeah, cool, go ahead, bring your friend. You know, no problem, no issue, girl, bring your friend. So my chambelán was my ex, right? And so she brings her friend, and I don't know why I didn't really notice it like that, but not everyone, I forgot who told me that she was staring at my ex, right? And girl, we all know what type of stare we're talking about, you know? And I was like, and okay, this is the thing. So my best friend Buttercup, she had already said stuff about her, like, oh, she this and that, this and that, this and that about her, you know? Right? So that's another thing. And so, I was like, how are you gonna come to my house, to my quince practice, and disrespect me like that, you know? Like, you're not even in my quince. I don't even know you. How are you gonna disrespect me like that, you know? So already, automatically, I was like, I don't like her. I don't want her back in my practice. And I told my friend Buttercup, I told her, I was like, to be honest, I don't like your friend. Like, I don't like how she is. I don't like her. So I was like, don't bring her around me. You know, I don't like her. And then also because my friend had already told me stuff about her, like she's like this and that, this and that. Okay, so fast forward, I stopped being friends with my best friend Buttercup, right? And I moved to a different school with my ex. I moved to a different school. And so in this school, her friend went to that school, and so did my ex. And so I started going there where they both went, right? So this is where it gets, this is where it started. So since I started going there, I would notice her always mad at me. And I never told her anything about what had happened. Like, I was just like, I just don't like her. I don't want her around me, whatever, you know? Because that's disrespectful. And so I just didn't want her around me at all. And tell me why I would notice once I would, like, start going to that school, I would notice she would always, like, look at me. And then my sister, which I don't talk to no more either, she would look at her too, and she would also look at, like, she would just look at all of us, and I would just be like, what the fuck, like, se te perdió una como nosotras o qué? So fast forward, my old friends from my old school came to the school, and so did my ex-friend Buttercup. And all of a sudden, she was best friends with this girl now, the girl who she would tell me stuff about. Like, she would
Get ready with me while I tell you guys the story of how I got into my first fight. This happened around like my freshman year of high school, and it was with honestly one of my ex-friends. But let me like tell you slash explain like what happened. I had like a school dance, and she had went with her boyfriend, and I guess she had left early. I did not know that she fucking left, but she had left early, and I guess her boyfriend was there, and I guess he did something with some girl. She texted me like that weekend, and she's like did you see anything? And I was just like, to be honest, no, like I was with my friends, and I didn't even know he left. I thought he left with you, you know? So she's like, oh, okay, like whatever. And she's like has a new friend group, okay? Like me and her didn't really hang out as much as we used to be, but like I would still consider her as a friend. Like I would talk to her like here and there when I would see her, but keep in mind she had a new friend group. And eventually, like it was maybe like a week after everything, and she had texted me talking about that she wants to fight me. So she wanted to fight me because supposedly she expected me to watch her man. When I literally told her I didn't even know that she was fucking there with her man. I didn't even know she left. Even if you did leave, you should have took your man with you. Like, the fuck you leaving him at a school dance for? But basically she wanted to fight me because of that. And I said I was not gonna fight her because one, that's not my problem that your man, did something with some girl. Two, I wasn't even with you that night. I was with my friends. So how is it my fault that, like, you expected me to, like, supposedly watch your man? Like, no. First of all, no. Just no. But we just kept, like, arguing over text. And she's like, well, you're my friend. I would expect you to watch him. And I'm texting her, like, Miss Girl, first of all, you didn't even fucking tell me you were there. Second of all, you should have told your fucking friends that you went with your man to watch them. Like, why are you getting mad at me, you know? So she just kept saying like, oh, like, I'm gonna run up on you, I'm gonna fight you, I wanna fight. And I'm like, okay. Keep in mind, this girl is still with her man that supposedly did something at that fucking school dance. She's still with him. So, like, 2 weeks passed, maybe, and she's still, like, saying that she's gonna fight me. Maybe not 2 weeks, maybe, like, a couple of days. Saying that she's gonna beat my ass, whatever. And I'm like, okay, I'm waiting on her, because, So eventually, she starts talking about my family. And one thing about me, do not fuck with me and my family. Sorry, you can talk about me all you want, but just don't talk about my family. So this girl starts to talk about my dad, talking about some And you know, I'm at the school bus in early crocodile, 7 in the morning, school bus. I'm with my friends. I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna fight this bitch, cause she's over here talking about my family. No. So all my friends are like, whoa, yeah, beat her ass. So I see her, I get off the bus, I see her, she's like you walk into like her school, you walk in the gate, and there's like a class right there for like band, and she was right there. So I'm like, you know what, I'm gonna do it right now. I go, and I comfort her, I'm like, oh, you wanna talk about this and this and this, and this and this and this, and like, wah. The bell rings, and I'm like looking at my friends like, do I hear her? I'm just kidding. But I get to usher. So then we start fighting, and her friend like wants to jump in. So I wouldn't say like she jumped in. I think she just tried to like, you know, yank me off. But while she was doing that, my friend thought she was jumping, so my friend jumped in and started hitting the girl I was supposed to fight. Well, am fighting. So once they started seeing that my friend was hitting her, her friend grabbed my friend that was hitting her, and me and the girl that I was supposed to fight start fighting again. And we're tussling, rustling, dustling all over the floor. Then finally, like, they separated it, and then I went to my first period, like, fine. Second period, fine. They got me during nutrition. So the principal ended up seeing the video of us fighting, and I did hit first, so I got suspended for like 4 or 5 days, and she only got suspended for like 3 days, just because I hit her first. So I intended to start a fight. But yeah, that was pretty much the story of how I got into my first fight. This is the finished look. Let me know if you guys want another video like this, because I have many more.